Welcome to Onboard with Bill. I'm Bill and I'm on board Waitangi today with Larry Paul. Skipper, how are we doing?
Fantastic, thanks.
How's your Saturday gone so far?
It's been a nice little start looking at the weather forecast to see whether they're going to get a breeze, and it's going to be pretty light.
Well, that's all right. Nice little float on the harbour, and it's only going to get better getting out on the water, isn't it?
When Waitangi looks the best with all the sails.
Absolutely. So how long have you been a skipper on Waitangi?
Since 2007.
Okay.
So I joined it when it came from Australia in 2003. John Street brought the boat back to New Zealand.
Yep.
And my good mate Tony Blake was skipper at that stage, and I was on the bow. And then when Thelma arrived, he moved over here, and
so you've sort of...
I've been here ever since.
Lovely. So, I mean, obviously, Waitangi's got a whole lot of history behind it. One of the oldest boats is still sailing in New Zealand. It's a fully coating. Is that right?
Yep. She's still on the original Cowrie hull.
Yep. That's incredible. That's all held together.
Restored by the Australians.
Yep.
Put a Cowrie deck on it as well, which was from the Wanganui railway station. It was built in the same year as the boat.
Okay. So there's a lot of history and a lot of links there.
Yeah.
What's your favourite thing about sailing on Waitangi?
Just the big community that builds around it.
Yeah, of course.
We've got a crew list of about 300 people.
Oh, wow.
We've had people from all over the world come and sail on it.
Yeah.
People who sailed it. We had a chap who sailed it to Australia in 1949.
Oh, wow.
He came sailing when he was 93.
Wow.
And not too many years ago.
That's incredible.
And if you look at our website, he's got a huge story about how it got rolled in the Tasman, and it took him 23 days to get across and all that sort of stuff. So it's the people, and it's the huge community that builds around the boat. I enjoy it.
Of course. Let's get moving, but thank you very much for bringing me aboard today.
Pleasure to have you.
And we'll go out and have a great sail.
Right.
Excellent.
Strong enough for all the main sheet.
Always.
We've got 70 metres of main sheet.
Well, I'll do my best. So, if you need me, I'll do my best.
Good on you.
So I did have a bit of a read on that website. So 13th of December 1894, first flash. And then got refitted and went on the water 100 years later.
Sailed after the first flash, the builder, Robert Logan Senior, sailed it to Wellington. So it was built for a Wellington syndicate. And she built and she won the New Zealand regatta, the Wellington Anniversary Regatta, and stayed down there until the 20s. Came back up here and was owned by 4 of the past companies.
It's pretty much the flagship of the squadron from sort of 1920 till end of the Second World War. So there's a whole lot of squadron history, but a whole lot of New Zealand sailing history as well on this.
Absolutely, and a whole lot of New Zealand boatbuilding history.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, I don't think you need any more crew out of that list of 300, but you're always looking for people to come on.
So this is one of 7 boats that the Classic Yacht Charitable Trust owns. And we're looking for someone who might want to have a boat. Who might come along and say, well, I'm prepared to pay the running costs. You keep running supporting the boat through its marina, and with someone who wants to feel as though they own the boat, put their own crew on, do those sorts of things.
Lovely.
Across all of our boats. Lovely. But we're always welcome new crew. We've got 2 new crew on today. One guy's come up from Taronga specifically to be on the boat.
Oh wow!
And we had a couple of others, but one's had to pull out. So there's always new people, always new stuff to learn, and we usually try and buddy 6 people up, 6 newbies, 6 lower schools. With a bit of an older crew. So they teach them a single function, and then they repeat that for the day, and then the next day they do the next function and do something else. And finally they end up taking over the helm of the boat.
Wonderful. Like what you do.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you have any favourite memories sailing aboard Waitangi? Do you have specific races that kind of stand out there?
The best races for us are really the overnighters that we go out to. Maharangi weekend, we do Patio Day, our Christmas party. Very big social events, and we've rafted up with sort of 7 boats in the raft. And again, it's about the people and very memorable occasions out on the water.
And it's very much, I guess, the classic sort of yacht community, and I guess you get quite a bit of help from the New Zealand Maritime Museum as well.
Absolutely.
There's a whole community there, and it's all about sort of keeping the New Zealand sailing history alive and still out on the water and able to be sailed on.
No doubt people, members of the squadron, will have a passion for this. It's probably the most photographed boat on the water.
Yeah.
And most identifiable being black.
Yeah.
And the only one carrying 3 heads. There'll be people in the squadron, I'm sure, who would like to help make sure that this history keeps running, and can help in many ways.
So does the black paint coat make it go faster?
Much faster, it's just pure eye candy. I guess most people come alongside and give the big thumbs up and photograph all the time.
I mean, as the photographer, like it's hard not to take a photo of this boat. It's stunning. So.
Yeah.
And we're here on board Waitangi with crew member Steve Wilson. Steve.
Hey, mate, how are you?
Good. So how long have you been aboard Waitangi and how long have you been aboard the sort of classic fleet?
Waitangi on and off for about 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And I used to sail on Rafferty A2, who's a beautiful, also a Logan classic. And when she was sold, I moved over here to Waitangi and managed to get out here. Not often enough, but enough to stay current and enjoy lovely days like today.
So what's your why do you like sailing the classics compared to sort of the more new?
It's not a preference, so to speak, but it's it's certainly a fantastic experience. And look, we're out here on a piece of New Zealand maritime history.
Yeah, exactly.
And look, this girl's 126 odd years old, 128, and they're just fantastic watercraft, and the workmanship, the craftsmanship that's gone into them, the work of the trusts and the private owners on the other ones that keep our heritage alive. It's fantastic just to have the privilege to be out here.
Yeah.
I'm fairly new to sailing, and I've only been sailing about 7 or 8 years since I moved to Auckland, and been with the squadron the whole time.
Yep.
And was very lucky to be invited out with when I first arrived to go out with our current Commodore Andrew Aiken and also Mike Malcolm from the committee, and started sailing with them and loved it.
Yeah,
and have been sailing ever since. So
fell in love from there.
Get involved in as much as I can. A bit of Winter Series and out in the Summer Series, drum racing, and of course out on the classic when I can.
What's your sort of favourite? Do you have any favourite memories about sailing? Anything that sort of stands out for you?
Oh, look, I love doing the Coastal Classic every year.
Yep.
And in fact, met my current partner on the Coastal Classic, young Caroline, and we both love getting out and sailing. And I guess on the Classics, we had a couple of very breezy opening day regattas in the last few years. And have had some great memories of being sort of down here on the main sheet, waist deep, chest deep in water, and in the washing machine as we come up the harbour. So great memories out on the Classics. Yeah.
Got to do it here first, eh?
You do, yeah.